I had fun making audio today explicitly to torment my D&D players.
Oh no! Oh no! I don't
Did
like
you not
that.
see it? Did you not see it?
No, I didn't know there was audio you were making.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to check that after stream.
Oh no. I'm going to put it on right now.
Oh. Oh no.
I can just put it on my soundboard. But I traumatize you again.
Awesome.
Yeah. You like that?
I love feeling nervous and on edge right before we start fucking game. At least this one doesn't require any actual skill and is just a visual novel.
It requires skill.
It requires thinking.
You can fuck up visual novels super easy. What are you talking about?
There's no action segments. There's no reaction.
This is the audio that I made, by the way.
Hey guys, I think I got it to work. Guys, where are you? I can't feel you. Are you out there? Am I still here?
How dare you?
How dare I what?
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? I have to wait until Sunday to find out what the fuck that's about. God damn it.
Oh.
Eat my cauliflower in anger.
I slug. Okay, opening with that now, are we? I sent that to the D&D group.
I love
Slug just wakes up, clicks it, and that's the first thing he hears after
I love
sleeping.
the fucking contrast between that and the super hype music that's happening in the background right now.
Yeah. I hope that your party enjoys whatever it is. After the last D&D session, they needed therapy. Oh my god, I fucked all of you guys up super bad after that D&D session. That was great.
And like I said in the D&D chat, I am both thankful and terrified of the fact that my previous player character has not come up in all of this.
Yeah, he has.
No, he hasn't.
The numerous things that I've used to traumatize you guys with in that last session, there was one thing aimed at each one of you. The Bahamut thing was aimed at you specifically.
Yeah, that was
because I knew that would fucking scramble your brain / make you deeply frightened.
Hey, Dandy, do you think you can guide a Haktua spit on that thing? I know what you were trying.
Hey, Dandy, do you think you can guide a hawk to a spider?
Yeah, they were trying to trick me into saying Haktua, so I just went all in on it. Boy, I come from RuneScape. Do you know how many D's nuts jokes there are in RuneScape? Do you understand how often people try?
So, there technically is an actual response to that. That's even worse than the Hawk Tua joke.
Oh, God.
But yeah, I'm gonna find it and send it to you. But yeah, so the Bahamut thing was aimed to torture you, and then everybody knows the part that was designed to torture Slug. And then Rico is designed to torture Azzy. Anyway, check that out.
Boy, what am I doing?
That is technically a hawk to a spider.
Jesus. Christ.
That is the tarantula hawk wasp.
I'm good. Thank you for the biddies, Zerm.
That is a wasp that specifically goes, you know what would be tasty?
That wasp
Eating
can go fuck
spider-
itself.
Eating, well, it's famous.
I hate it.
Do you know why it's famous?
Because it's awful.
Well, it's two things. One thing is that became the Cazador for Fallout New Vegas. They just made it bigger. They didn't have to
Christ
change
almighty.
anything else about it. The other thing is the tarantula hawk wasp has the most painful sting on planet Earth. Now, when I say the most painful sting, you might be thinking in relation to something.
No. I know.
Here's the thing. It is the most painful sting on planet Earth. It lasts only for 3 minutes.
I imagine those 3 minutes probably feel like an eternity. Has the ad started yet? It said it's been starting soon for like a hot minute now. God, I hate when the ad like just refuses to start. There it goes. Because then we can actually get into shit. I don't know. I'm having one of those days, Ice, where I'm having a lot of energy.
So
I'm trying not to burn through all of it, but we'll see.
So there's a guy who basically goes, hey, I'm gonna let random things sting me and show the actual reactions of it. He was standing upright when this thing stung him.
Uh-huh. I imagine he was on the ground pretty fucking quick.
He was holding it with tweezers. He held it long enough for it to sting him, quickly put it on the table, and cover it with a jar again, and then throw himself to the fucking desert, like, ground where other horrible things could sting him. At which point, all he could do was roll around and scream. This this was in the span of 2 seconds.
Jesus
That's
fucking Christ.
And no, it doesn't kill you. The sting of the tarantula hawk wasp doesn't kill you.
It's just very painful.
Yeah, like I said, instantly on the ground and just screaming.
What's that Australian thing that creates a painful sting that can last for years? Was it an insect, an arachnid, or a plant? Probably all three.
It's a tree.
A fucking tree? Are you kidding me? Australia, get your shit together. Start industrializing more. Destroy your environment like we did in America.
No, it was a tree. I believe it's a tree or a bush. Yeah. The way most people get through that tree is really, really simple. They fucking kill themselves.
Hey Dandy, since Apollo can read subtle twitches, do you think he's cursed with the knowledge of knowing every time someone's bulge throbs? No, because that would give him a chance at getting laid, and we can't have that, can we?
Fucking total whiplash on the stream tonight.
Thank you for the biddies, Round. If you want to talk about destroying your environment, go look at Britain. No. America's still king. Look, he's fucking Clavier.
God.
No. Apollo is a limp noodle that doesn't know how to do anything in bed. Clavier has to guide him every single time, no matter how many times they fuck. Apollo is a hopeless loser, and he always will be. That's how these games work, and I hate it, but it's the truth.
Yeah?
Anyways. I'm in a mood tonight.
Clearly. Also, like, man, I've heard nothing but bad things about that new Mario movie. Outside of, like, Bowser bicep flexing. Sorry,
Yes.
he's doing a side chest. Bowser doing a side chest, shaking his ass, getting scritches by Luigi.
And also, Fox McCloud had more screen time in the Super Mario Galaxy movie than Rosalina did.
Really?
Apparently, Fox McCloud gets like 37 minutes of screen time.
Wow. They're trying to catch the furries in their audience on this one. April 19th,
it's also the
9:30 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4.
I just want to say for a second, this is the most they've done for Fox in like so many years, and this is the most character development and personality Fox has gotten in the entire history of him existing, except for maybe Star Fox Adventures. Star Fox Adventures, they actually did something with him. But everyone hated that game. It wasn't bad. It's just, oh, we don't get to fucking shoot in our plane. Oh, no, I want my plane. I want to fly. You get a couple segments like that. But fuck you. It's a fun game. Just enjoy it for what it was.
You know, the only thing that I didn't like about that game is the most minor nitpicks of minor nitpicks ever.
What is that?
I did not like the naming convention of all of the support items. They felt like a child figured them out when he was 2.
I mean, probably.
Like, you gotta take the Baphomet and throw it at the Gaboogagagoo.
It was supposed to be like an alien planet.
Yeah, but it's kind of like the same thing where, you know that a measure of South Korean food tastes based on how much it sounds like a child learning how to talk. It's like, yeah, I don't know what to get. Just order something that sounds like a child said it. And the more silly it sounds, the better it's going to taste.
Slugs?
Bibimbap.
Since it's been a while, Slug, would you like to chop the balls off that bot? Hell yeah! Thank you, Slug.
I'm going to allow his message. No, I'm kidding. My favorite thing about Nintendo is how they can't stop taking L's lately. Anyways, let's go play this game that aired on a fucking Nintendo console.
Hey, it's on Steam now. It ain't Nintendo exclusive anymore.
As it should be.
You have no idea how happy I am that like Capcom was like, you know what? We can publish on PC. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put it on PC.
Oh, dude. And Nintendo can't stop taking L's lately, and I love it. The new Mario movie sucks ass.
Well, apparently the critics are saying it sucks. Apparently the fans are saying it's good, which is the same thing that happened with the first one.
It's the same thing that happens with everything.
Yeah.
But
they're getting their asses handed to them in the lawsuits with Power World, which is awesome.
Yep. I am so happy about it, dude.
Also, I'll be handling Apollo and Athena for this one.
My first bit of credible voice acting for the day. My other voice acting for today? Playing myself moaning like a whore, and playing a Charizard moaning like a whore.
Oh, don't worry, I also had to moan like a whore today.
That's right, guys. Chances are, if you look at porn of a Charizard getting railed in the future, that was me. You can take that wherever you want. Actually, flat up, if you ever fucking shout out to my boy fucking Zex, if you ever fucking watch any of Zex's stuff, that's me and Myth. Hi. You can't enjoy it anymore. Capital Z, capital E, capital X. Go support him on Patreon. And now I'm immediately going to make him feel weird by messaging him in his Discord being like, just shouted you out on our fucking
on our gaming stream. Oh, someone said already do. Cool. I'm glad you support a good animator. Anyways, the judge is sitting here like, what are you people talking about?
Yeah. The only umbrage that I have with Zex's stuff is that, like, he doesn't use any of the audio that other people use, so it winds up with, like, the sex sound sounding like Oprah Winfrey is fisting a fucking industrial vat of mayonnaise.
What about Studio Hatake? Oh, yeah, no. iSmith and I also voice for him, too.
Yeah. In fact, a lot of his videos are him drawing over the heroid. That's why I'm credited in every single fucking video.
Ice is just everywhere like Aquafina. I don't know who Aquafina is. Is that some rapper?
It is a female singer that thinks she's a voice actor. She has one personality type. Anyways. Court is now back in session for the trial of Damien Tenma.
Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor!
Oh, shut up, Apollo. Fuck, you're loud.
Athena Sykes, assistant defender, is ready too, Your Honor. Jesus Preet. Can you open up the conversation history, please? Press T. Oh, shit.
Press T, bitch.
I didn't mean to. Sorry.
Fucking press T. Read that again.
If I had to take a guess, je suis prêt?
Yeah, pretty damn close. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. See? We're not going to turn this into another clippable moment. As chipper as ever, I see, and in French, no less. And the prosecution? God, I don't even remember what voice I gave him. He was so forgettable.
You gave him, like, edgy. It was, like, edgy? Because, you know, he's basically the embodiment of a Hot Topic samurai.
Was it deep? Hold on, let me look at
it was like deep-ish, but it was not like your bass voice. It was like a little bit higher than that.
I gotta look at a fucking VOD in order to correctly play a stupid fucking character in this goddamn game.
So it would have been VOD number 2? Yeah, 2. No, was it 2? No, 3. Which one is this? This is 5. This is 5? Is this 5? Or is it 4? Oh.
Really, that's we're currently on 5 forehead, so it would be 3.
Okay, so it would have been VOD 3 is the one that would have had his voice in it.
God, I hate him. Come on, where?
Oh yeah, it's VOD with his fucking face on it.
Oh, okay, that voice. All right, I know that register. Very well, then. By the way, I asked Detective Fulbright to provide sturdier shackles today. There will be no more of your funny business this time, Prosecutor Blackwell. Now then, we have to sedate him. I have some NyQuil. He will be right at home. Your opening statement, if you would. I believe it is standard procedure for the prosecution to handle it.
Looks like the judge is really bringing it today. He probably realized how Blackwell played him. That was one mean game, if Simon says. Yeah, his honor has to fight to defend his honor today. Good wordplay. Good wordplay.
Your baldness. It's plain to see that you've always dreamt of
just...
Apparently Capcom doesn't know how to English, of delivering an epic opening statement.
I think always dreamed or always dreamt. I think both are valid. English is weird.
I don't know if I'd say that. Why, of course you have. I saw it in your eyes the last time you gave the opening statement. That was the look of one who yearns deeply for the wait,
what?
whoops. God damn it. Why I hate when they fucking do this?
Yeah.
That was the look of someone who yearns deeply for the thrill of an epic opening statement. For decades now, you've been watching opening statements from your bench. They were the crown jewels of the court. The one thing you could not possess. You gaslighting princess? The crown jewels of the court? Now, at long last, they're within your grasp. How could you possibly refuse? So you don't mind if I do it then? I'll make special exceptions just for just this once.
Ah, here we go again. Yep. More of Blackpill's mind games.
Who would... No judge in court history would ever...
None.
Like, any judge ever just be like, Mr. Blackwell, sit down, shut the fuck up and do your job.
Yeah, no, this judge is... We all know that he's got a few screws loose. Like, you know...
I have...
He's a little weird, but he still works.
I am on the spectrum. I have the autism.
We don't claim him.
It is okay, fellow internet dwellers. I have the autism. It will be okay. Well, in that case, I think I might go ahead and make the opening statement myself. In yesterday's session, we learned the shocking truth that the victim, Alderman Rex Cuby, was the Amazing Ninetails. We also learned that the Amazing Ninetails was a key figure in the yokai craze and anti-merger protests. It was further revealed that upon learning Rex Cuby's secret identity, Mayor Damien Tenma murdered him. The fact that the crime took place in a tightly locked room was also brought to light. And the only people in that tightly locked room were the defendant and victim. The defense proposed the existence of a hypothetical third party. But further investigation revealed no proof of a third party who had escaped the room. Ergo,
You can't say that! That's Edgeworth's word! Shut up!
we must conclude that the evidence against the defendant is, well, conclusive. Yeah. Did I say something wrong? That was quite astonishing. You've truly outdone yourself this time. Oh, oh, one more thing to boast about to my grandchild.
Well, this was not an unexpected turn of events.
Now then, it seems the prosecution has called a new witness to testify. The inexplicable yokai evidence left at the scene of the crime. Well, does that not demand some sort of explanation? The feathers and tracks, weren't those left by the mayor while he was possessed? That was but an act to protect his daughter. Yes, of course. I had suspected as much.
Wait, did he actually believe the mayor's award-winning performance?
His daughter was the one who planted the yokai evidence. Ergo, the true identity of the yokai in the manor was the mayor's maid, Jinxie Tenma.
The prosecution is engaging in mere conjecture.
Would you care for some witness testimony then? For I am ready to prove that the little scamp is the one behind the Tenma Tato farce.
Witness testimony? I'll bet he means Filch and that creep LaBelle.
Very well then. Bailiff, would you bring in the first witness? Oh, God. His forehead.
Yup.
Mr. Filch, you made quite a hasty exit yesterday. See that it doesn't happen again today.
Been known for my hasty retreat since I was a kid. Bit of a trademark of mine.
Indeed. You managed to give a total of 5 bailiffs the slip.
That's actually impressive. I can't figure out if that's impressive or the bailiffs in this courtroom just still very much suck.
Like those amateurs could ever nab me. Yipes!
Perhaps we should shackle you by the neck. That would keep you in place.
Yipes! No, please, I'm liable to rip my own head off if I start running.
Your statement now.
Yes, sir, Mr. Blackhead, sir. He may beat a hasty retreat, but there's no escaping Prosecutor Blackwell.
Yeah, Blackbill doesn't strike me as the give up easy type. Plus he's got that falcon.
Now then, Mr. Filch, your testimony, please. Specifically, the true nature of the yokai you saw in the manor shortly after the crime.
You know, there was a friend I had in college. This dude was one of his favorite Ace Attorney characters. He just really liked the way this dude was animated and everything. I think about that guy sometimes.
He's animated fantastically. For Ace Attorney games, especially when they had the low fidelity of a Game Boy or DS.
Yeah.
It was all about making sure that you could convey as much character as possible with as little as possible.
Yeah.
Now that they've got now that they had a 3D medium and they could animate things a bit differently, they sure went for it.
Yeah, they really fucking did.
The Tenmataro's really that little maid gal. Ain't no doubt about it. I mean, the Tenmataro I saw was just a little thing about her size. A little run out of big old staff. I seen her when she came into the foyer. Betcha she stole it from the Forbidden Chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. She's gonna use it to wallop me on account of my fierce reputation. I just know it.
So Tenmataro was short in stature. And that's because it was Miss Jinxie Tenma all along.
You betcha. Besides, all the rest of the manor were way taller than her.
Feigning height because feigning height is but an easy thing. But a big ox like the defendant could never pass for short.
What if the Tenmataro impersonator was walking on their knees?
Weren't no knee walking. I seen it myself.
Then perhaps that yokai really was Miss Tenma after all. All monsters are not but tricks, either of the mind or the cheap parlor variety.
Hey, Blackquill, you post your poetry on DeviantArt?
So you're saying she created an illusion like one of those magical eye things? Precisely. Human senses are easily deceived. Take the fellow in the cell next to me. Each night he cries and screams about some ghost he thinks he sees. But in truth, it was simply the janitor. Oh, Prosecutor Blackwell just gave up the ghost. Literally. The janitor's deathly complexion and all-white attire are, no doubt, partially to blame. That and the fact that he constantly mutters about taking vengeance for this or that.
That actually sounds like a real ghost to me.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness. I could have sworn that, like, a red cloth with white polka dots is like a Tanuki thing. I could have sworn I've seen it somewhere.
Yeah, like, I mean, his whole design is Tanuki.
Yeah, but that red cloth with the white dots, I've seen it before somewhere.
Yeah, no, there's no way she would have been able to get it from the Forbidden Chamber because the mayor took this key from the killer and swallowed it. So, let's see if that's... Yeah, because this, like, statement, it feels like he's going off script.
Oh yeah, you're right. He was
There we
basically forced to abide by a script, wasn't he?
Yeah. It would seem that Tenmataro was, in fact, not this innocent little girl.
Huh? How you figure that?
You claim the Tenmataro you saw had one of those stabs from the Forbidden Chamber. But it would have been impossible for Ms. Tenma to get a hold of one.
Care to elaborate, Mr. Justice?
Yes, Your Honor. The mayor swallowed this key shortly after the murder. He wanted to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber.
What's this?
Good lord, that is a stare. Jesus. Calm down, Simon. This key was deep in the mayor's stomach when Ms. Tenma discovered the crime scene. So you see, it would have been impossible for her to get into the Forbidden Chamber. In short, the Tenmataro seen holding that staff could not have been Jinxie Tenma.
Wait, what? But then who does the defense believe was impersonating Tenmataro?
Our Tenmataro impersonator is none other than Mayor Tenma's aide.
Such accusations beg evidence. Aside from his ghastly appearance, can you prove he's the yokai we seek?
Yes, in fact, I can.
Very well, let's see where the defense is going with this. Show us your proof.
This was dropped in the Forbidden Chamber. All right, I guess we're just fucking going for it. We found this hand cream in the Forbidden Chamber, and we know that whoever was Tenmataro took one of the stabs out of there. In short, I believe whoever this hand cream belongs to is the yokai impersonator we're looking for.
But Mr. Justice, how do you propose to identify the hand cream's owner?
I'm glad you asked, Your Honor. The defense requests a fingerprint analysis on this piece of evidence. It might tell us who it belongs to.
Interesting. So you expect to find the yokai's prints there? Very well, I'll hereby call a short recess. Oh, fuck, excuse me, while we wait for the fingerprint results. No need for that, your baldness. We have the prints of everyone at the manor that day.
You called Prosecutor Blackwell?
I'm sorry, the fact that he has him on that much of a leash that he can just whistle and that...
Could anyone be more whipped?
You?
No. Apollo is not as whipped as fucking Fulbright.
Fulbright! Analyze the prints. You have 3 minutes.
Your wish is my command!
Very well then, I guess we'll just wait right here. Oh. It would seem the fingerprint analysis is complete. What do the results show? What in the world?
They're Florent Labelle's prints, aren't they?
This is absurd.
Prosecutor Blackwell? Oh, I'm not gonna like this, am I?
Don't tell me. They're Ted Mataro's prints. Fingerprint analysis has revealed that the prints belong to... It's Apollo Justice, isn't it? Phineas Filch.
Objection!
Wait, what? What?
Then Mr. LaBelle wasn't the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber?
Objection!
Why, you tricksy little Tanuki. Explain yourself, now!
Sure. Them prints are mine. I mean, I did pilfer that hand cream from Mr. LaBelle after all.
So you're the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber?
So what if I did? Got a problem with it? Yikes!
You fool of a Tanuki! Order! Order! Mr. Justice, care to explain what this could mean?
Excellent question. The fact that Mr. Filch was in the Forbidden Chamber... Wait a second. Does this mean the Ten Mataro holding that staff was Phineas Filch?
Yikes! Ow, another cat out of the bag!
Mr. Filch is Ten Mataro. Mr. Filch is the fall guy.
I don't understand. Does this mean Mr. Filch is the real killer?
The witness will explain himself this instant.
Oh, begging your pardon, your ownership, but I was just doing what the alderman told me. He wanted me to be Temataro in the village exorcism ritual.
Oh, you mean that event at the Nine Tails Vale Festival? So that was you inside the Temataro costume?
Yep, and after the event, I went to watch that pro wrestling program, and but it bored me to tears on account of the wrestlers being complete jobbers.
So he didn't actually watch the entire wrestling match.
That's when I looked at the Temataro costume and got a great idea. Nobody can tell it's me while I'm wearing it. And because of them superstitions, no matter what I do, the villagers won't say a word.
The
Typo there,
villages?
Capcom. Yeah,
Nice job, guys.
Little typo, Capcom. You might want to fix that. You know,
Proof, maybe some
Capcom.
proof.
Capcom CEO, if you're watching, you might want to fix that. See, this is, you know, I still can't believe that one game we played, we were like, it was Critter Cove, I think. Was it Critter Cove? No, there was something that, yeah, it was Critter Cove. There was a fucking typo, and someone contacted the developer. They're like, by the way, you got a typo here. And we got, like, literally within 30 minutes, they were like, yep, we fixed it in the next release. Like,
Did you, maybe we can show up as NPCs in Critter Cove now as a result of our
dude, that would be
with that
so
typo.
cool.
Not really, we'd all be way too thin.
I mean, I'd still love it. Like, being recognized like that would be a fucking honor.
In other words, you use the superstitions to effectively render yourselves invisible.
Why did you want to enter the Forbidden Chamber in the first place?
Because of the treasure there. I thought that was my big chance to sneak on in and have
Treasure?
it. Only that is the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there.
Went in there not knowing his grandfather had already pilfered it? Guess that's one tale that didn't get passed down from grandpappy to grandson.
How come you guys aren't able to rub the two brain cells together to figure out what a lie is?
Just hold on. He's under oath. You can't lie under oath. That would be perjury, Ice. No one ever lies on the stand.
I swear to God, I will take my pop filter off and then yell at you. You do not want that.
Okay, I'm good. I'll be good.
You know what? What do you mean? There.
Wait, how exactly did you get into the Forbidden Chamber? There was a meeting in the Fox Chamber that day. Plus, the mayor swallowed the only key that could open the Forbidden Chamber's door. You couldn't have possibly gotten in.
I could through the air vent in the foyer. The vent's
I'm
left in
sorry.
the alderman's picture. I went on in and made a nice little hole. Use that to get into the air duct that leads to the Forbidden Chamber, I did.
You what? But how's that even possible? Wait a sec.
Hold on. Slug is gaslighting our chat and saying that he's actually in Warframe, like in the game files, in an art piece or some shit.
No, I believe that. He used to know some of the devs.
What?
Yeah.
I want to see the art. I want to see actual Slug in Warframe. I need this. Every now and then community art is put into the game, and I was close friends with an artist that had a Carbot style.
Yeah, I remember that. Like, Slug's old style was very Carbot-ish.
Put it in chat. I want to see it. I want to see this badly.
Remember that air vent in the Forbidden
Oh my
Chamber?
god,
Oh my god, he already
he,
did.
he already had receipts.
With the
What the
red
fuck?
Octavia? Where's Octavia at?
Oh my god. Are you sure it's not the purple thing next to it?
He wasn't on his purple era yet.
Oh. Huh. Well, there it is. I see a red Octavia.
I must be
Okay,
fucking
it is
blind.
now-
I don't... Oh, there's Octavia.
It is now my lore assumption that the reason Slug is purple now is because that purple Warframe next to his red Octavia rubbed off on him. Anyways,
That's really awesome, though. Remember that air vent in the Forbidden Chamber? So, Mr. Filch found a way to get into that air duct. And that's how we got from the foyer vent to the Forbidden Chamber vent?
so Tenmataro was nothing more than a cat burglar, or rather, a Tanuki burglar. And we're back to being without anyone to charge for the Alderman's murder.
Looks like our so-called yokai is nothing more than one big troublemaker. Tell me, Mr. Filch, what did you do after fleeing to the foyer?
I got out of that costume right quick. Would have just caused trouble at that point.
And where is that costume now?
Heck if I know. And it ain't my fault if you never find it.
The police searched every nook and cranny. No yokai costume was left in that manor.
What if it was tossed outside the manor? Ah! No way! But maybe, just maybe.
The defense seems to have hit upon an idea. Well, go on, Mr. Justice.
Okay, here's what I think. Mr. Filch, did you get rid of the costume here? Did you toss it out the window? Because that would certainly explain why it didn't turn up inside the manor.
You think I just tossed it out the window? That costume cost me a pretty penny. So why would I go do something like that?
I can think of a few reasons.
Any bright ideas, Apollo?
Well, assuming the costume really was tossed out from the window, then the next question would be, what happened to it after that? And if I'm right, I might have just the thing to prove what happened to the costume. Phineas Filch, I have just the evidence for you.
Oh, you do?
This evidence proves you got rid of your Temataro costume through the window.
Oh, that's, Temataro flying through the sky?
And just how does that prove Mr. Filch threw his costume out the window?
It's quite simple. That's not Tenmataro in the photo. It's the costume Mr. Filch threw out.
Oh, that's crazy talk. You ain't serious, are you?
There's a steep cliff right outside the foyer window, meaning the manor is pretty high up. The costume flew through the air after it was tossed out. That's when the photo was taken. In other words, the photo of Tenmataro really was a flight of fancy.
Yikes!
Oh my, so there really never was a yokai.
Oh, I can't keep any of them cats bagged. Can I still file a claim for the lost costume?
This more than proves the defense's position. Jinxie Tenma had nothing to do with staging the yokai sighting.
Care to raise any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell?
Hey Dandy, I'm slightly drunk. Do you think if you wear Apollo's bracelet, you'll finally get social cues? No, I figured that shit out years ago. I don't need a bracelet as a handicap. Apollo might need it.
Wait, hold on. Why did Mizu have to preface that by saying he's slightly drunk? Because
I don't know.
Mizu says way more unhinged shit in chat.
So I think the
Sober,
preface was this is going to be a normal question, so just strap in.
Also, Dandy totally gets social cues. It's all the other cues that Dandy doesn't get. Am I wrong?
Ah, just burnt my tongue on the T. Damn it.
And thank you for proving my point. None whatsoever. I'll deal with that, Trixie Tanuki, after I've dealt with this case. Also, how the fuck are you? How are you burning your tongue on tea? It's just hot water.
It's in a thermos right now, and it still hasn't fully cooled off for me.
Then why is it in a thermos?
To last the entire stream because I'm gonna need the honey.
How much tea?
I mean, it's about like 20 ounces, maybe a little bit more than that.
How many bags did you use?
I have no idea. Myth brewed it. Probably used a couple. I don't know. It tastes good.
Right. I'm sitting here scrutinizing your tea practices because I keep hanging out with Brem in the fucking mornings and he turned me into a goddamn tea
snob. No, same.
Ew, God, I hope not.
No,
I
don't
hope
worry.
not.
I'm a tea
I
snob
hope
too.
not.
Just embrace it. It's fine.
All right, well, read your dialogue.
Good going. Oh my god, that was fake. Good going, Apollo. Now all we have to do is make Florent LaBelle take the stand. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Sheathing the sword a bit early, are we? No. Okay, I have to use the bathroom. I can, not after that. Excuse me, sorry.
Alright. Well, in the meantime, hello, chat. Congrats on graduating the Tea Snob Eyes. You know what? I'm going to talk about RuneScape while he's gone. I'm just getting something. So, here in a couple weeks is RuneScape's limited time game mode called Leagues, and I'm going to be streaming it a little bit. And it's going to be ran by this fun character. Got the image link. There we go. And I forget if I've shown him on stream before, but if I haven't, this is Yama. He's a big demon. He is known as the Master of Pacts. And his whole thing is contracts. And yeah, thank you for the biddies, Raud. Would indeed. He also canonically has a deep rumbling voice. And by the way, you get to see him. He's an endgame boss. But you get to see him as part of this league just right away. Leagues is going to be a fun experience. I'm going to stream at least the first day of me doing it. No, really, he's single. I don't know. There's nothing about his relationship status.
I just want to say, For the 45 seconds that I was taking a piss, I really would love to know how it is that the second I walk away, RuneScape is the first thing you go to.
Because I wanted to show people this demon daddy that's going to be the main part of the leagues.
And also, I want to let you know that 5 people in the span of 10 seconds messaged me on Discord saying that you were talking about RuneScape the second I left.
Yeah. Also, there's canonically gay gods.
There's canonically gay gods in real life.
And he had 2 mortal here we go. He had 2 mortal partners. I'm just getting this picture. So, and he has a giant form. And so let me get him up here. His name is Armadil. He is the god of justice.
Zeus, rookie numbers.
Here he is. This is Armadil. This is from RuneScape 3, which I don't play currently. Once they clean up the game a little bit more.
Damn. That's rough, guys.
Mute, dandy, redeem, win. Never. You're stuck with me, and I'm never going to shut up. RuneScape is great, and I love it. I love the lore. I feel like RuneScape 3 went off the rails a little bit there for a bit, but it feels like they're getting back on track, and I will probably play RuneScape 3 within the next couple of years. But
and also, how the fuck would a mute dandy redeem even work if he's reading dialogue in a goddamn game? How does a mute dandy redeem work? You guys need dandy, because without dandy, you'd just be stuck with me, and I have a tendency not to take y'all's bullshit when you try and turn on me, so you need him to be the fall guy, because without having a fucking... without
just
having
turn me into
fucking...
a text-to-speech device? No. You don't want me to have... You're telling the autistic guy to switch to a text-to-speech device? You don't want that. You do not want that. I stim with those things.
No, TTS Dandy, the first thing I would do is make it say I am a surgeon. Anyways, nothing has been proven beyond
a surgeon.
Oh.
Danny, are you going to play Investigations? I don't know if I want to, because we have to suffer through the first one. Eventually. I know the second one is better, but...
Nothing has been proven beyond a doubt. Take this tricksy little Tanuki, for instance. How do you suppose he was able to exit the Forbidden Chamber?
Probably the same way he got in, through the chamber's air vent.
And what of the feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime? They would suggest that the Tanuki exited through the chamber door, not the air vent.
But the Forbidden Chamber doesn't open from the inside. So what you're saying makes no sense. Wait, right?
Your haircut makes no sense, and yet you're allowed to walk around with it all day.
How?
Someone on the outside opened the door for you. Isn't that right?
Yep, that's right, Mr. Blackjack. The door suddenly sprung right open.
Hold it!
Oh my god, I got that fucking reference. Really?
Wait, what?
Really? Oh my god.
Okay, explain. Explain.
Okay. Do you know who Osamu Tezuka is?
I feel like you've mentioned that name before.
So Osamu Tezuka is the creator of a shit ton of influential anime, including but not limited to things that like kicked off major movements like Astro Boy. He also created Hinotori 2772. There is a character in his Tezuka-verse that is a recurring character called Blackjack.
And he also, I'm putting this on.
And
screen.
he looks exactly like Blackquill.
This didn't work. Try again.
So the thing about Osamu Tezuka is he does this thing called the Tezukaverse, where he has all of his characters keep showing up in different films and adaptations. So certain characters show up even with the same name in numerous films and manga. Blackjack is one of those characters. Blackjack looks uncomfortably like Blackwell.
Yeah, God, that is a fucking deep reference. I thought he was just like joking. Like, I thought it was just like, they're just fucking around, like, because he's flustered, he forgot the name or something. That is a subtle fucking reference, guys. Holy shit.
That is a subtle fucking reference, and I'm obscure enough to have fucking caught that. Fuck yeah, all that anime as a kid paid off.
Jesus Christ.
I am fucking 50 feet tall right now, and y'all are under my foot. God damn. I feel fucking amazing right now.
Sprung right open? Who was on the other side?
I didn't get a good look on account of the sudden glare.
Like how the reflection from my... I was gonna say something about his head. Like how the reflection from my head blinds fellow moviegoers emerging from the dark.
That's when I snatched that staff and made my daring escape. And that little maid gal spotted me as I hightailed it down the hall. That means the Forbidden Chamber wasn't open until after the crime was discovered.
But wait. We still don't know who opened it. Maybe there really was a third person in the Fox Chamber. Let me speculate!
Well, you little Tanuki, when the Forbidden Chamber's open, did you see the accused pass out of there?
Nope, only one there was the alderman, and he was dead as a doornail.
You can actually see the line on Blackwell's face. That is the blackjack scar. You can actually fucking see it. That's nutty. Sorry. If the accused wasn't there, what do you suppose he was up to?
Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going.
Don't tell me. Plainly, the only one who could have opened the Forbidden Chamber was Harry Potter. Oh, sorry. The accused, Damien Tenma.
Wait a second! There had to be somebody else besides Mayor Tenma there.
Really? And who might that be?
Oh, well, that would be,
It seems our feisty little lass has forgotten the most important thing. Evidence.
I didn't forget. I was just, testing your attention to details.
Miss Sykes, you can't prove your point without proof of some sort. That's a proven fact.
Sorry. I guess I put my foot in my mouth again.
No, Athena, we're definitely onto something here.
We are?
Think about it. If Filch was stuck inside the Forbidden Chamber, one of the alibis we heard would no longer hold any water. The defense would like to call a new witness to the stand. Someone who knew Mr. Filch was stuck in the Forbidden Chamber, and by virtue of knowing this, has an alibi that no longer adds up.
Not that insufferable. Very well, the court will hear what Mr. Justice has to say.
Whose alibi no longer adds up? Well, it's quite simple. They were in the foyer together. But Filch wasn't in the foyer. Take that!
Why, that's the defendant's aide, Florent LaBelle. Didn't he claim to be in the foyer at the time of the crime?
True, But in his alibi, he also claimed Mr. Filch was in the foyer too. However, as we all know now, Mr. Filch was not there with Mr. LaBelle at that time. In short, Mr. LaBelle's alibi has disappeared. Florent LaBelle's alibi was one big lie. Isn't that right, Mr. Filch?
I reckon there ain't no keeping that cat in the bag here neither. It was all Mr. LaBelle's idea. He told me he'd button his lip about me breaking into the Forbidden Chamber, and in return he said we'd vouch for each other's alibi.
Hey, give me a second. I'm gonna get my thing that I use for my throat during these fucking streams. I'll be right there.
Okay. We get to jam out to music. Wonder while he's getting that, do I have time to pull up anything else from Escape related? We just see here. Oh, what? Damn it, I don't have anything. I don't have anything right now.
So, much like you use hot tea, I use cold ice cream.
Use what?
You use hot tea for your throat. I often use like a cold drink or cold ice cream.
Interesting.
Because I can hold it in my mouth and work it into my throat slowly.
Yeah, that's fair. Say hot tea
Context.
for me, it's the honey, like, I don't know, there's something about the warmth that helps break up some stuff that I always have.
Well, usually I find that having a milk product helps me build up a little bit of mucus in the back of my throat
True.
that I can use for some of the deeper, weirder voices.
Yeah, see, I had the opposite
Shame on-
problem.
oops. You need to dry your throat out?
No, not, well, it's more the fact that I constantly have phlegm. Like, my body just tons of it.
Yeah.
So, the hot tea, like, helps break it up a little bit when I've been talking too long.
So basically, I need it. You don't want it.
Yeah. Once again, we're opposites.
Shame on you, Mr. Filch. Perjury is a serious crime that we won't punish, ever.
Oh, shucks. Mercy, your ownership, mercy. Ah!
I also assert that the person who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch was none other than Florent LaBelle. After all, his alibi has just been proven to be a complete fabrication.
I see. We will take a 20-minute recess. After which time we will see what Mr. LaBelle has to say for himself.
Yes! We're finally gonna drag that slippery snake onto the stand.
In the meantime, the prosecution will question Mr. LaBelle about these new allegations.
You know, there's a pursuit theme in one of the games that only plays once in the entire game and in the entire series, period. And it is the singular most hype moment of the entire series. And it is also my favorite pursuit theme.
Also, Dandy, did you tell Chad about the other game that you wanted to try and do on the stream?
Oh, yeah, say if we finish early, we're gonna do a one-off, a little bit of a try it out of Rat Coin, which is, you know, raccoon, but coins. It's a coin pusher roguelike. And I bought it the other day, and I am very excited to try it out, but I've been holding it off for stream. So if we finish early, we're gonna be doing that. We did it, Apollo! We finally dragged Mr. LaBelle into court. Yeah. Hey, why the long face? I can't help but feel I'm missing something important. Plus, Prosecutor Blackwell's bound to mount a counterattack. You really are a worrywart, aren't you? It'll be fine. That mystery figure who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch? It had to have been Florent LaBelle. I know, that's not what's bugging me. Wish I could put my finger on it, though. At any rate, the big showdown with Mr. LaBelle is up next, so chin up, Apollo. Haven't you playtested yet? No, I didn't play the beta of Rackcoin. I didn't have time to. But, very excited to actually play it for the first time.
Court is back in session. Our next witness is the Joker. Gay Joker. It's homosexual Joker. Yes, I'm acting on behalf of the mayor of this very important matter.
I need to do something. You won't see this, Ice, unless you watch it.
I am.
I need to... You know what? I need You need that. You also need to not fight.
He's on the phone with his buddy Jeff. Trying to get a ticket to that. What? Oh. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you like do 2 G's and then make sure it has the red underline for it being misspelled?
I don't know if I... No, I can't do that with OBS. I'm not that skilled.
I love it though. He's damaged goods.
Okay.
It seems the witness is predisposed at this moment. Oh, surely you jest. I'll hold you to your promise, remember that. Oh, my deepest apologies. This is Lord LaBelle La-di-da, personal aide to Mayor Tenma, or should I say, the accused.
Ouch, like the poor mayor hasn't suffered enough.
Well, what business do you have with me? I'm a very busy man, so let's make this as brief as possible. Your baldness. Ah, right. Mr. Fitz's testimony has revealed a hole in your alibi. And for this reason, you are suspected of having some sort of connection with the case at hand. To think I'd be associated with this entirely lurid affair. Oh my god. Well, I'm not, so may I go now? I have a very important matters to attend to.
I don't think so, Mr. LaBelle. Do you realize what a serious crime you've committed?
Witness, you're being accused of perjury. This is your chance to clear the air.
Yeah, now they're treating perjury like it's a big deal.
Oh, la-di-da. The truth is I faked my alibi for a very good reason. The mayor was obviously the killer, so I created a fake alibi to confuse the matter. You see, as his personal aide, I felt I had to protect him. Sorry!
You think this is funny? Without your alibi, you're a suspect too. What were you really doing at the time of the crime?
Peasant! How dare you accuse me?
Stop stalling and tell the court what you were really doing at the time of the crime, you foo-foo Frenchie fat...
That was well done.
I'm sorry, I went a little too far there.
Enough jabbering. Swords have been drawn. The time for talk is past.
Swords? What swords?
This is a duel to the death.
The fate of the accused rests in our hands. Begone, ye of cowardly heart. The battlefield hath no place for thee.
Again?
Oh my! I'm not reading that.
So much for sturdier shackles.
Ah!
Those chains hindered my vow that heads would roll this day.
This gives keeping your head on in court a whole new meaning.
Will the witness please deliver the accused death knell? You know of what I speak.
No, certainly. His goose is already cooked. Time to stick a fork in him.
Whatever he has to say can't be good.
As I told Prosecutor Blackwell during the recess. I rushed right over to the Fox chamber when I heard little Jinxie scream.
What?
Yup, my internet's going to shit.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Then, drum roll please. I saw Mayor Tenma opening the Forbidden Chamber doors.
But...
There you have it. The mystery man who opened the chamber door, as witnessed by one Phineas Filch. It was the accused. There was never any third party.
Oh, that's not all. I heard something quite startling there at the scene of the crime.
startling sounds bad.
The mayor, who was barely conscious, muttered this. Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed the alderman. That's right. The mayor actually confessed to the murder right then and there. Where's your evidence? Can you back that up?
Jinxie said
He
something
confessed?
similar.
Order in the court! This is quite conclusive testimony if it stands.
Just so, and quite astonishing, I might add. I only learned of this fact during the recess.
I just love surprises, don't you? That's why I saved the best for last. Consider it a gift from me to you.
No way. I don't believe Mr. LaBelle heard the mayor confess.
But is this really true? Did Mayor Tenma really confess?
It is indeed. During the last recess, I confirmed it with the mayor's daughter. It would seem Mayor Tenma actually did confess.
That testimony is quite favorable to the prosecutions. This is Isabel. Yes, I called earlier about the party reservations. That's right, and I'll be calling my little shindig Mayor Tenma's Conviction Gala. A splendid time is guaranteed for all. All but the mayor in his defense. Well, it seems our witness is a very busy man. Let's get right to his testimony. Mr. LaBelle, please tell us what you saw when you came up upon the scene of the crime.
Okay, I hate this motherfucker. He is one of my favorite villains in the series just because he's just, oh god, he's so punchable.
I was in the hallway hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession. Am I reading him to your despisingness?
Oh god, it's so aggravating. I love it.
Upon learning of his father's crime, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me. Immediately after the mayor came to, I stood up and opened the Forbidden Chamber. As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison.
In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, to the one with the phone at the end.
You fucking liar.
Mm-hmm. I must say, this is a shocking revelation. Quite unexpected. To think the defendant actually confessed then and there to his crime.
He's suspiciously happy about his boss being convicted. I mean, this boss seems chill, but I feel like there's a lot of people that would be very happy knowing that their boss got convicted. I'm not one of those people, but I know that there's a lot of people out there like that.
Oh, I know. Perhaps the guilt was too much to bear, so he confided in his daughter. You do realize you should not have withheld such crucial testimony from the court. Once again, sorry. Oh, la-di-da. I feared being accused if I mentioned coming upon that most unpleasant scene.
Why did the mayor's confession have to be brought up by this guy? You better do something before the judge declares the mayor guilty.
As a death row inmate once told me in years gone by, there is a time to fight and a time to yield, a time to live and a time to die.
He's laying it on real thick now.
He also acts like Blackjack. The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
All right, I know where the contradiction is, but I want to push his buttons a little bit. Hold on.
Hold it!
You claim that the mayor confessed to his daughter. Are you sure about that?
Pleasant! You wouldn't dare ask such a question if you truly understood. True Piotr is never wrong.
It's not.
No, beauty is carved deep in the DNA. That means I'm programmed to always be right, even when I'm wrong.
I'm not following.
These exquisite ears, like flowers of bloom. These eyes that shine like pearls. This hair like the finest silk. Nothing can corrupt the truth they hold.
Right.
The witness will hurry up and explain the truth of his. Specifically, what did Jinxie Tenma do upon hearing the confession?
Right? Mayor came to, stood up, opened the chamber. As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison. In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, to the one with the phone at the end. No, the fuck you didn't. No, the fuck you didn't. She called the police. They passed each other at the bend. She couldn't call for help because there was no one else in the hall.
Objection!
Objection, motherfucker. Laurent LaBelle, you're lying about having witnessed these events from the hallway. Jesus Christ, that was loud outside.
Wait, what? Wait, was that? I thought that was the fucking jury going, ah!
No, that was someone revving their engine outside.
What on earth do you mean? Yes, please tell the rest of the class, Mr. Justice.
If Mr. LaBelle had really fled down into the hall with a phone in it, he would have crossed paths with Ms. Tenma.
What's this?
After she discovered the crime scene, she immediately went to call the police. Then, after making her call, she went back to the main hallway. Whereupon she encountered the demon, yokai, or whatever you want to call it. As for me, I call it Phineas Filch in a Tenma Taro costume. The encounter happened right here where the hallways meet. As for Mr. LaBelle, if he had fled here feigning escape from the yokai imposter, why, oh,
Why, yes, the two would have crossed paths.
Right. Except Ms. Tenma told us that there was no one else in the hall. In short, Ms. Tenma did not see you in the hall because you were never really there.
Ah! My eyes! My beautiful eyes!
Ha! Not such a fabulous scent now, is it?
But Mr. Justice, the witness also stated that he heard the mayor confess. If he was lying about hearing the confession from the hall, then where was he and how did he hear it?
Inside the Fox Chamber. Where else?
But isn't that within the very crime scene?
It is, Your Honor. And that means he's not really a witness. Rather, he's the third party I've been alleging this whole time.
What? You think I'm the killer? How dare you?
Silence.
You foolish fool of a foolish fop. A true man knows when he's beaten. A shield of lies comes to naught before a foe with the sword of truth bared. Prosecutor Blackwell, what are you? I thought we were on the same side. You're mistaken. There are no sides here, save for my cold, steely edge of judgment. You're alone upon this battlefield, with naught but your lies and the sickly sweet stench of that perfume.
Oh, what just happened? Blackwell's really tearing into him.
You heard the mayor's confession from the inside, didn't you, you deviant dandy? For the sole location from which you could have seen and heard the mayor and the Tanuki, without either of them noticing you were right there in the Fox Chamber. Oh my! So that's how it's going to be. Fine, I'll come clean then.
Seriously? You admit to being there in the Fox Chamber.
I did enter the room after the murder. But I was afraid of being falsely accused, so I lied about it. Hold on a second, I have to take this into the kitchen and put it in the freezer real quick. Sorry about this.
Go for it. So I've been doing this Slayer grind on RuneScape because I'm really trying to get to the quest cape, which is what you get for completing every quest in the game. I need to get 69 Slayer. I'm at 67 right now. I should be able to get that, like, maybe over the weekend. And then I should be able to do one more quest, and it's called Monkey Madness 2. I don't know what it is, but there's monkeys involved and stuff. And apparently it unlocks, like, the ability to, like, kill, like, demonic gorillas or something, which is, they drop something super important. I forget what it is, but I'll have to grind them for a while. And I'm looking really forward to that grind because it means that I'm getting closer to the end game and I get to do raids and stuff, and it's really fun. Anyways, hi, Ice.
Oh, sorry, I can't really do sweet things for too terribly long, or I start to feel like I'm gonna puke, even though that was dark chocolate ice cream. Thanks for the tanneling on Dandy Bitty.
Not even 2 seconds he was into the RuneScape. I just was like totally silent and I just went into a rant of like what I've been doing on RuneScape recently. I was trying to talk as fast as I could before you got back. I don't have anything else to talk about. I'm sorry. We need a RuneScape jar. Don't worry.
We should. Every time Dandy talks about RuneScape, you guys have to donate $5 to us.
It's a lot.
Well, then don't talk about RuneScape.
I mean,
I feel terrible about lying like that, but it's a verbal cologne I use to protect myself.
I mean, I'm gonna be playing RuneScape in a couple weeks. Gonna be doing the start of the leagues, and just like,
okay,
it'll be fun. This is a very unique one too. Anyways, you'd better explain yourself, Mr. LaBelle.
Oh yes, of course. I was just about to get to that. The witness is skating on thin ice. There's no such thing about thin ice. I'm big. I'll remind you that perjury is a very serious crime that we have never once punished once in the entire history of this franchise. Now, let's hear your testimony again, this time without your perfume of lies.
Have you ever noticed the judge has different tolerance for lying depending on who's on the stand?
Yes, he's a homophobe. You haven't been able to tell?
But yeah, no, I was about to say that I was just starting to pick that up.
I did enter the Fox chamber after the murder, but I didn't enter until after Jinxie had heard the confession and left. I heard the mayor groan and hide behind the folding screen there. What I saw there up close was absolutely horrifying. So you see, there was merely but watching from behind the screen. Look, if I had to deal with this mincing boy hungry... Oh my god.
People are starting to use your verbiage.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
You're an influencer, Ice. You're influencing people.
People actually saying mincing boy hungry pedophile because of me. That's wild.
It's a fucking scathing phrase.
Oh, fuck. All right. From behind that screen. Yes, I believe you wouldn't be spotted if you were there. Just so he could see everything without being spotted by the victim or that Tanuki Filch. Suffice to say, he was a mere witness to the events rather than an actual third party.
This guy's as slippery as an eel. Apollo! You think he's telling the truth? Well, he was in the Fox chamber, so at least that much must be true.
The defense may cross-examine our slightly voyeuristic witness.
Our slightly the fucking sirens are coming for the voyeuristic witness.
Would the defense please tongue swaddle this Frenchy foo-fag nasty?
Ooh, yeah. Okay, that one's not gonna get us anywhere if I press that. Why didn't you enter right away?
And ruin my designer shoes!
Your shoes?
Even now, just thinking about getting blood on my fabulous footwear. It sends chills down my spine. That's why I hesitated.
That's terrible! A man was dying and another injured, and you're worried about your shoes?
Need I remind you, this is a court of law. We are not teaching morality here. We have schools of etiquette and the like for such trivial pursuits. Now you listen to me, you deceptive dandy. Get to the point and be quick about it. Yes, well, la-di-da. I was there in the Fox chamber, but...
Third mayor drone. Wait a second. Why did you hide yourself?
Oh my, so you do understand.
I do?
By hiding, I was concealing my fabulous beauty, which, for the sake of the universe, is something I should never, ever do. That's what you are thinking, right?
I'm sensing a black hole of egocentricity forming around the witness stand.
We don't need to keep bringing up the witness's giant gaping black hole any further. We can deliberate his mental process another time. Get on with the testimony now. Regarding the murder scene,
What'd you see? Could you describe the crime scene in a bit more detail?
And what exactly would you like details about?
Well, what I'd like to ask you about is...
People are saying that I'm just Black Will.
I don't know, you're not that edgy.
Yeah. The funny thing, you know, like, that's the thing, right? Like, if I dyed my hair and I got really edgy looking face markings and stuff like that, and I had a pet falcon, people could say I've been black quilled.
Fuck you. Could you describe the state of the weapons that have been used at the scene?
Ruby, diamond, or emerald? Oh, sorry. The spear had been thrust all the way through Alderman Cuby. Then there was that statue the Alderman used to bludgeon Mayor Tenma. That incredibly inspiring symbol had fallen to the floor.
Got you, you motherfucker. Oh right, the statue. Why would you find it inspiring? Why exactly did you find the statue inspiring?
Well, when I saw that statue, I felt as if the merger had been realized. It was like a celebration of union between town and village, an inspiring symbol of goodwill.
A broken statue next to a bloody corpse. Real inspiring.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you consider his statement to be of any importance?
Is it important? It's very important, Apollo. I believe that to be extremely important. I request that it be added to the testimony.
The statue would... Oh, yeah, you got this,
Who can a goodwill celebrate? No, it didn't look like that. Jinxie is the only one that knew what the original looked like.
Objection!
Jinxie is also the place where you can purchase the Heroid, available now. Please stay tuned for future updates.
Jesus Christ. Your lies have finally betrayed you, Mr. LaBelle.
Oh, what possibly could you mean?
You said the statue was like a celebration of union between town and village. Isn't that correct?
It is indeed, but what of it? The two yokai are joining hands in goodwill. As if they were celebrating the municipal merger. Something the matter?
So, how did you really know that this statue was meant to be a symbol of goodwill again?
What?
Justice Dodo, explain yourself, and make it quick.
This statue was meant to symbolize goodwill in its original form, but that was a secret.
A secret? Whatever you mean. Do you mean? Fuck.
What I mean is that it broke when someone used it to strike Mayor Tenma on the head. What's left clearly makes it look like the two yokai are battling it out.
Ugh!
The statue's secret and its true form were lost inside that locked room. For Ms. Tenma is the only living soul who should know what it once looked like. So, Mr. LaBelle, where could you have possibly seen the statue in its original form?
Just Amazon links?
The only possible answer is this. You saw the statue in its original form right there in the room where the alderman was murdered before it was broken.
How dare you!
Mr. Justice, are you accusing the witness with some sort of crime?
Yes. Yes, I am. Florent LaBelle, I accuse you of the murder of Alderman Rex Cuby.
Ah!
Sus?
Order! Order! Mr. LaBelle, you've been accused of murder. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Oh! How could you possibly accuse me? Embodiment of beauty!
Way to go, Apollo. This is the conclusive evidence we needed. Magnifico. We've got you now. We know you killed the alderman. Now admit it.
Oh!
Silence.
Enough of your silly games, Justice Dono. This prancing peacock couldn't possibly be the killer.
What are you talking about? His alibi is already crumbled to dust. And I just proved that he was in the Fox chamber while it was still locked tight.
Silence.
Why could he have not seen the statue in its true form before the murder? After all, he was close friends with the alderman. Ergo. Yes, that's right. I clearly remember it now. Alderman Cupid told me about it.
How dare you punctuate an ergo with the crisp sound of a can opening? How dare you?
It was so perfect, though. We also jumped like 4 viewers when I did that, so clearly me cracking open a soda is magic for views.
About what the statue actually looked like. I mean, he was a good friend of mine. Wait, what?
Yeah, right. He wouldn't show you a secret gift just like that.
Silence.
Moreover, it has already been proven that he was not present at the scene of the crime.
It has.
Forgotten, have we? Recall the little scamp's statement, if you will, when Jinxie Tenma unlocked the Fox chamber. She saw the alderman and the mayor collapse therein, and no one else.
Oh. Dang it.
The fact is, it was you two who made that apparent in yesterday's court session. Thus, Florent LaBelle could not possibly have been in that locked room.
No! I just don't get it. How could Jinxie not have seen LaBelle?
The proof is incontrovertible. No room for debate exists. Am I not right, your baldness? It does seem awfully conclusive. The facts point to the defendant and victim being the only people in that locked room. Moreover, the defendant has already confessed.
Silence.
I didn't even get to speak!
You can't defend the indefensible. Your role in this charade is over, Justice Dono.
But
Your baldness. This trial would last an eternity if we were to keep crossing blades with these simpletons. It's high time you brought down the hammer of justice. The point well made. I believe it's time to declare a verdict. This court finds the defendant, Damien Tenma. It would seem that my time is at hand.
Mayor Tenma?
Counselor, there is a matter to which I must testify. I recall it now only for your good graces.
Counselor? Oh, right, must mean me. Has he finally remembered what happened before that blow to his head?
Bailiff, don't just stand there, seize him!
It's no good! I can't restrain him!
Know me and despair, for I am Tenma Taro, Demon Lord of the Yokai. Mr. Justice, do something!
Since when am I responsible for court security? Oh, this is our chance! We might get some new information out of him. Your Honor, seeing as our client has something new to say, I believe due process demands that we hear him out, even if he is a yokai.
Well, when you put it that way. Still, I believe testimony by yokai is unprecedented for the legal world.
Haven't you had ghosts on the witness stand, though?
Unprecedented is absurdity, more like.
All right, then, Mr. Damien Tenma, or should I just say Mr. Tenma Taro? Your testimony, please.
I shall now speak of recollections most real, courtesy of my host, Damien Tenma. Heed these words, mortals, for hear them but once you shall.
Gwa. This time I was getting some real fucking crow sounds in here. This has been ridiculous this whole time.
Ooh,
Barely conscious was Damien there amid the darkness. Suddenly, two yokai did appear. On one side, I, Tenmataro, ruler of demonkind. And on the other, my mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox.
So is the defendant asserting that the room he was in was very dark at the time?
Strange as it may be, yes, indeed, all was in darkness.
And the part about Tenmataro and the nine-tailed fox being there.
Yes, that too. Tenmataro towered overhead, and the nine-tailed fox glittered gold.
Ah, I call animal abuse, Your Honor!
It would seem the defendant's recollections are not to be trusted. Yes, well, truth be told, my host's recollections are still a bit fuzzy. As if half-dreamt, that happening lingers in his mind.
Apollo, maybe I can help here. Really? Oh, you mean, yeah, I can hear it. The discord in his heart. I sense an unusual emotion in the mayor's memory of the event. Okay. I just hope our findings don't come back to haunt us. Again.
And yeah, Ottman, no, I think they're actually playing it up like Tenmataro is actually the villain, and he is talking about the Kitsune like it is evil because he is in fact evil. That's just how it goes.
God, I'm just gonna say, he looks a little in this pose, right? Like,
I think it's probably because he's doing the grin and he's sticking his tongue out at you. That's a weird butthole licking tongue. Also, his quads are huge for some reason.
Yeah, like he's looking a little Anyways, my mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox.
And this one looks like it was drawn. And it looks like that thing looks like it was drawn by a 2-year-old.
Yeah, why was he happy about that? Don't crush on the demon, bitch, I dated a demon. When the nine-tailed fox appeared, you not only experienced shock and sadness, but also something like joy as well.
Joy? Perhaps it was joy, the light coming to my eyes at long last. A long, terrible creaking did pierce the silence. And then there was light. On reflection, it was a door that did produce that infernal racket.
A creaking door? Oh, you must be talking about the Forbidden Chamber door. It does make a lot of noise. So, this means the Forbidden Chamber really was open. But what about the sudden light he described? I think I know. He mentioned darkness and Tenmataro towering overhead. Maybe the mayor wasn't really in the Fox Chamber at the time of the crime. Mr. Mayor, did the darkness that you were in happen to be here?
The Forbidden Chamber? Was it not the Fox Chamber where the murder did occur?
Yes, but it all makes sense if you were in the Forbidden Chamber. That terrible creaking sound was probably the Forbidden Chamber's door opening. And the towering Tenmataru you saw was like the Forbidden Chamber statue.
Why, yes! That would explain it. The darkness and the staff in the demon's grasp.
But even if all that's true, then what about the nine-tailed fox? Maybe he was seeing things just like Jinxie and her imaginary yokai?
1 second, gotta use the bathroom again.
Fantastico, Apollo. It's entirely possible. And I'm just gonna leave off on that and just let the chaos roll in. This tea is really good. If you start talking about RuneScape again, Danny, well, if you really want to, you see, the Second Age was a time of war among the gods in RuneScape. This was a time when Zeros ruled the land with, you know, his Iron Fist. It was the Zerosian Empire. Until one day, one of his lead commanders betrayed him, stabbing him with... Did he stab him with the Staff of Armadil? I think he did stab him with the Staff of Armadil, which was able to steal his powers. And Jesus Christ! God, thank you for the 1,000 biddies. Objection. Thank you for the 400 biddies round because Danny started talking about RuneScape again. You guys started a hype train because you don't want me to talk about RuneScape. Maybe I should just finish this one. Well, you see, that was when his commander Zamorak betrayed him, stabbing him with the Staff of Armadil and stealing his powers, thus ascending Zamorak to godhood. Zamorak then, from now on, became known as the God of Chaos and still exists as one of the 3 major powers of the gods in RuneScape today. That was for the RuneScape chart. I could ramble so much about the lore of RuneScape. I need to actually brush up on the newer lore with some of the new lands because they actually tied it into all of the old lore.
Stop talking about RuneScape.
No, you don't understand. I was talking about RuneScape and people gave us enough biddies that they triggered a hype train.
What the fuck? That's fucking funny.
Make him stop, please. Okay, hold on. We'll get back to the game now. We'll get back to the game now that Ice is back. Fantastico, Apollo! It's entirely possible. In a groggy, dreamlike state, people can misremember things and events.
Misremember, you say? Let me think. I do believe I remember now. That was not the nine-tailed fox. It was... the amazing Ninetales!
Rog, thank you for the gift sub.
Oh,
what?
thanks, Rog.
Why is that triggering twice? I'm gonna need to look into that, like why that's triggering twice. That shouldn't be triggering twice.
At first, this is but a dream, I thought. Now, however, most clearly do I recall. 'Twas the amazing Ninetales who did open the Forbidden Chamber's door.
I'm sorry I asked. The amazing Ninetales? That was the victim, Alderman Cuby, right? Yeah, why would he open the Forbidden Chamber? Wasn't he trying to keep it sealed? Never mind that, this is completely new information. Let me enter it and run an update. Darkness, the statue of Tenmataru loomed overhead. Suddenly the door did open and a shaft of light did pierce the gloom.
Damn, okay.
The amazing Ninetales had come to the rescue. Why would he be sad about coming to the rescue then? Also, I'll leave this here for a little bit for people to enjoy.
Okay, you can keep going.
Okay, yeah. When the amazing Ninetales opened the chamber, banishing the darkness within, you felt joy, but didn't you also feel shock and sadness?
Wow! Feed me!
Thank you for the biddies, Drakon.
Yes, in the hazy depths of my mind, I do recollect something of that nature. I believe it's the Fiend's Cape of Red. For when I did behold it, a great wave of sadness did inexplicably wash over me.
A cape of red? Apollo! We've reduced the noise level, but there's still a little left. Mayor Tenma, why were you sad when you saw the red cape?
Why indeed?
What could this mean? I guess his memory is still a little spotty. I know because his latest recollection contradicts the evidence. Yeah, it's one of those contradictions that slaps you right across the face. Something this obvious could arise when someone is trying to force a fuzzy memory into a definitive shape. Apollo, I know what you have to do. You need to present evidence that contradicts the image you see. Oh, so it's basically the same as the usual cross-examination process. All right, time to review the evidence. Look out, contradiction, here comes justice. In the darkness, mighty statue. He doesn't wear a cape.
Ah.
You said the amazing Ninetales' cape was red. Are you sure about that?
Yes, well, I do believe it was a red cape I saw, but...
Mayor Tenma, does this cape look red to you?
Oh, that certainly does not look red. Not even scarlet or crimson either. Nevertheless, upon my liberation, something red did fill my yet hazy field of view. And I thought to myself, the amazing Ninetales is arrayed in a cape of red.
So you mistook that red something for his cape, huh?
Probably fucking blood!
Apparently so, and remembering it now brings a great sadness upon me.
So the red something probably wasn't a cape after all. Maybe that great sadness he mentioned is what's interfering with his memory. Well, he would have seen the fox chamber behind the amazing Ninetales. What red object could he have seen there that would have been that shocking? Oh, I know. Could it have been... Mr. Mayor, was the red thing you saw this? Yeah, that should be the thing.
Just a fucking shit ton of blood?
Something red that could produce a deep sadness. Could it be, Mr. Tenma, that what you saw was the alderman's blood?
Blood? Why, yes. It was blood. Ah! It's all coming back to me now. It wasn't a red cape that I saw. It was lying behind the amazing Ninetales, the alderman's bloody body. Nani?
Bye-bye. His noise level is down to 0. I think he's remembered everything now. Also, I love that her, panel changes color with her emotion with Widget.
Oh, I get it now. That's why he's wearing such a big suit, because bitch is jacked as fuck underneath. Oh, okay. I was thinking that those huge fucking shoulder pads the whole time was was guising the fact that he was a shrimp. In reality, fucking the Frenchy Foo Fag Nasty is on some serious creatine. I get it.
Hang on to that thought. Does this mean the Amazing Ninetales killed Alderman QB?
But the Alderman was the Amazing Ninetales, so how exactly would that work?
Hey, I asked you first.
Well, Mr. Justice, you sure know how to make a complicated matter even more complicated.
True, but at the time of the crime, our client was in the Forbidden Chamber. Moreover... Let me fucking finish, dude.
Don't you think this is strange? The little scamp has already confirmed her father to be in the Fox Chamber, but she said not about seeing the Amazing Ninetales there.
Oh, you just had to bring that up, didn't you?
Jinxie didn't see LaBelle there either. So weird. Who really was in that room then?
Would the defense care to share any theories with the court? Can you explain the inconsistency between the defendant's testimony and his daughter's?
Now, this is... This is
Danny looking up a Google strategy guide real quick.
This is me trying to remember what I answer here. Because... I, the player, remember what happens here, but I don't remember if I reveal it yet. Explaining something like that would be completely... possible.
My colleague here is going to explain it so it's crystal clear.
I am?
Even if you can't explain it, you can't let them know that. Just make something up.
I don't hear you helping.
Not with more of your bluffs and fairy tales, I trust. Fair warning, Justice Dono. I shall have your head if you fail to explain this.
What about a good old-fashioned penalty?
Well, Mr. Justice, let's see if you have a head worth keeping on your shoulders.
First of all, Mr. LaBelle was definitely in the Fox Chamber while it was locked. We also know that Mayor Tenma was in the Forbidden Chamber based on his testimony. These two facts are crucial to my explanation. So, let us consider the following question. If the facts point to Florent LaBelle and the victim being there at the scene, why did Jinxie Tenma see the victim and her father, Mayor Tenma?
A very good question indeed, and I suppose you have an answer for us.
Sadly, you would be supposing wrong.
You think she could have mistaken LaBelle for the mayor?
Well, if she did, then the question is, why did she do that?
Well, how about that explanation, Mr. Justice? I believe the time for questions is over. The defense asserts that Florent LaBelle was at the scene of the crime. However, Jinxie Tenma has testified that she saw her father collapse there. If she has, in fact, misremembered the event, what could have made her do so?
Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth, no matter how unlikely. The figure Ms. Tenma saw was not her father. It was Florent LaBelle disguised as Damien Tenma.
Silence. That is a complete impossibility. Your faces are utterly unalike. How could you explain that away with a mere disguise?
Yes, they both do have incredibly distinctive faces.
Maybe the disguise completely hid his face?
I think Jinxie would have mentioned if she couldn't see her father's face.
And if it was that sort of disguise, wouldn't she have removed it?
Oh, right.
Your sword is as dull as your mind, Justice Dono. Shall I show you what a truly sharp blade is capable of?
I think I'll. Ah!
You cannot withstand the power of my cringe.
He fucking killed him.
I believe the Japanese would call that shobuari.
Are you okay, Apollo? I'm not fine. Am I?
Well, now that we have that little fairy tale out of the way, your baldness, your verdict, if you will.
Mr. Justice, I believe it's time for a verdict if you have no further arguments.
What's even left for me to do? Apollo! Remember what Mr. Wright always says? When you're stuck in a tight spot, turn the case upside down. Turn the case upside down? He does say that, doesn't he? But I don't quite see how it applies here. Still, never hurts to give it a try, I guess. Let's see. Other than Jinxie didn't remove the disguise, maybe she couldn't remove it. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom myself. I'm gonna let y'all theorize.
So guys, RuneScape is this really interesting game where you click around on the map and waste countless hours of your life doing the same thing over and over again. And when you're playing RuneScape, you lose track of time and your responsibilities, but sometimes hear people say stupid shit in local chat. The same thing that happens with literally every fucking thing ever. So yeah, RuneScape is a video game that exists, and I have no idea why the fuck Dandy keeps obsessing over. If you guys don't understand what a bit is, I think you might need to go back to Comedy 101. What this is repeating a bit but taking a sarcastic turn on it. So that is actually showing my disdain for the topic by repeating it. Bits are things we donate to you. No, but no, in comedy, what a bit is. Do you not know what like a bit is? Like, you know, like if I was to just show up to the stream and act like a flamboyant homosexual for like 30 minutes, that's a bit. I can't tell. There's no such thing as sarcasm in text. No, right? That was not a bit. That was you not knowing that sarcasm doesn't convert in text. You know what? I'm going to go find some RuneScape fan art real quick.
Wow! Feed me!
There. I found some high quality RuneScape fan art for chat. It is now in chat. There you go. There's some high quality RuneScape fan art.
I'm back. What did you link to?
That is a square. Because that is the same level of graphical fidelity of the game that Dandy is obsessed with. I was making fun of RuneScape, but everyone heard me talking about it and I thought I was like glazing it, including people saying they were going to kill me, a couple furfags mocking me, and now you're back.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Say, I think I can change people's minds on RuneScape. I mean, I'm not expecting people to fucking play, but there's enjoyment to be had. All right. Rather than Jinxie didn't remove the disguise, maybe she couldn't remove it. And rather than she didn't tell anyone about the disguise, maybe it was she couldn't talk about it. A wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. to have your own mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. And what about the fact that it was the amazing Ninetales who opened the door? A mask that can't be removed in front of others? Can these facts turn things around?
Who is truly that stacked?
We got it all backwards. Apollo? I think we might have made a huge mistake.
Your baldness. I see no need to further indulge them in their silly little farce. The defense has no proof. They never did. They never will.
Well, then it seems I must announce my verdict. All
Not
right,
so
maybe
fast, Your Honor. I do have proof.
Do you now?
All right, but this better be good, Mr. Justice.
We can solve the remaining riddles by turning all of our assumptions upside down. Why Jinxie Tenma mistook Mr. LaBelle for her father. Why she couldn't remove the costume or tell anyone about it in the first place. These riddles are inextricably linked to Mayor Tenma's secret identity. A shocking secret identity that will turn the entire premise of this case upside down. This piece of evidence clearly reveals Mayor Tenma's secret identity.
Gosh! What an absolute claptrap poppycock pickle dick balderdash.
We thought the alderman was the amazing Ninetales and the mayor was Tenma Taro. That's why we believe the mayor killed the alderman in his lust for Ninetales' veil. And it was the basis for the prosecution's entire case against our client. However, we got the whole thing backwards. Mayor Tenma wasn't Tenma Taro at all. He was the amazing Ninetales.
What the fuck? No, that does kind of make sense with the physique.
You'd best explain yourself, Justice Dono. And from where you derived such a far-fetched conclusion.
Take off the suit.
Jinxie no doubt knew the true identity of the amazing Ninetales, but she couldn't tell anyone, no matter what. That's why she didn't say it was the amazing Ninetales she saw passed out. Even though, unbeknownst to her, it was really Florent LaBelle in disguise.
Silence.
The accused and that deceitful dandy are utterly dissimilar in physical build and voice. That little scamp would have seen the difference.
Remember, Mr. LaBelle has his very own brand of cosmetics. Why couldn't you fake a different build, too? And anyone speaking through a mask would naturally sound different.
Silence.
Why did she not simply put the mask off?
A masked wrestler's disguise is more precious than life itself. As a huge fan of the amazing Ninetales, she would never dare unmask him. This case of mistaken identity also explains the riddle of the locked room.
Then by all means, Mr. Justice, answer it for us already.
First, Mr. LaBelle entered the room where the mayor and alderman were talking. I suspect he brought with him coffee laced with some sort of sedative. Once the alderman was out cold, that's when Mr. LaBelle killed him. Next, he took the mayor, who he had also drugged, into the Forbidden Chamber. Then he returned to the Fox Chamber, slipped into some of the mayor's spare clothes, and completed the disguise by donning the amazing Ninetales' mask. With his entire charade in place, Mr. LaBelle then let out a scream. The scream that led Jinxie Tenma to the scene. So then,
The person who said I killed Alderman Cubey was...
Yep, that was Florent LaBelle in disguise. The mayor never actually confessed.
This is no more than guesswork and speculation. Now stop your jabbering and...
No, you twisted samurai. This time you stop your jabbering and let me finish making my case. Once Ms. Tenma left the scene, Mr. LaBelle, still wearing the mayor's clothes and mask, opened the Forbidden Chamber. So he could drag the mayor back out into the Fox Chamber.
Oh, so the amazing Ninetales the mayor saw was...
Right, it was LaBelle opening the Forbidden Chamber. The second time Mr. LaBelle opened the door to the Forbidden Chamber, he happened to catch the thieving Mr. Filch by surprise. Startled, Mr. Filch in his Tenmataro disguise ran as fast as he could away from the room. As he did, he left behind him a trail of feathers and tracks, and gave Ms. Tenma the scare of her life in the hallway. With no one left to witness the events that had occurred, Mr. LaBelle then proceeded to drag the sleeping mayor back into the Fox Chamber.
I see. Well, that all certainly does make sense.
Then, after dragging the mayor back into the Fox Chamber, Mr. LaBelle threw the mask out the window and fled the room.
For this absurd theory to work, it requires that the defendant be the Amazing Ninetales. However, he was the one pushing for the municipal merger. That such an individual could possibly be the Amazing Ninetales is preposterous.
The mayor was blackmailed into pursuing the merger. Miss Tenma's life would have been in danger if he had openly voiced his opposition. That's why he created a secret identity as the Amazing Ninetales.
Ugh! It's madness! No one could possibly hatch such an insane plot.
No one except the killer as insane as his plot. And I'd say Florent LaBelle more than qualifies.
Foolish mortal, it is at your own peril that you forget who I am.
Mayor Tenma, it's okay now. Jinxie will be safe just as soon as Mr. LaBelle is arrested. You are the Amazing Ninetales, aren't you?
I...
He changed his hair again.
You have quite the active imagination. Oh, Mayor Tenma is not the Amazing Ninetales.
What do you mean?
Well, has the mayor admitted to it yet?
But that's just...
And even if he did admit to such nonsense, I would reveal the truth behind Tenmataro right here and now.
What?
Why, you would dare reveal the secret? Oh, my good friend, the alderman told me all about it. But it wouldn't be good to expose the truth. What with the superstitions now, wouldn't it?
The truth behind Tenmataro? What's he talking about?
So go ahead, say it! Say, I am the Amazing Ninetales, I dare you! I double dare you, motherfucker! Say it!
Wait! Will somebody please explain what's going on here? I was actually having a moment and everything, and then you just came up here and ruined it.
Keep quiet, dear furry. Mayor Tenma will do anything to keep the truth behind Tenmataro a secret. A dark, terrible truth that's been kept secret by the village superstitions.
And if the mayor admits to being the Amazing Ninetales, you'll expose the truth?
Right! I won't have him walking free because of nonsense you made up. So what now, Justice Dono? Without the mayor's admission, your theory is as useless as you are in battle and in bed.
I'll show you who's useless.
Apollo, don't you dare give up now.
I know. Your Honor, I believe Mr. LaBelle's statements warrant a thorough cross-examination. After all, the true identity of the Amazing Ninetales is the cornerstone of this case.
Well, you do have a point there. Please answer this court. Mr. LaBelle is the defendant the Amazing Ninetales or not? The Amazing Ninetales' true identity is not Mayor Tenma. The mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense, I will expose the truth behind Tenma Taro right here and now. And that would bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale, just as the superstitions say. So basically, it's blackmail then.
Talk about out of the pot and into the fire. At this rate, the mayor will be found guilty for sure.
Honestly speaking, if Mayor Damien Tenma isn't the Amazing Ninetales, I'm afraid I don't see how the defense has much of a case here. Oh, let's just leave it at that, shall we? We all know that Alderman Cuby was the Amazing Ninetales anyway. I mean, that's how Ninetales Vale made a comeback. The Alderman was so popular.
There's gotta be a hole in that testimony somewhere. I don't even know where to start. Since we don't have any proof that the mayor is the Amazing Ninetales, then we'll just have to get him to admit it himself. But if he admits it, LaBelle's going to expose a secret behind Tenma Taro. You're so close, I know it!
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Also, yeah, his hair is blonde again.
Yeah, wouldn't it just be easier for him to be like, take off your shirt? Big muscles? Check. Big missiles? Check.
This whole case only makes sense if the mayor is the Amazing Ninetales. I know you used his mask to create this illusion of a locked room murder.
Silence. Nothing more than idle speculation. You have no evidence now, have you?
Objection!
Mr. LaBelle knows what this statue originally looked like. That means he had to be in the Fox chamber while it was still locked tight.
Sorry, but I heard about the statue from Alderman Cuby. If you don't believe me, just ask him. Oh, but what's that? The Alderman's dead. Looks like the joke's on you, my sweaty little friend.
Apollo! You mind if I wring his neck? Wait in line, because I'm going first.
Temper. Anyway.
I really love Apollo and Athena's chemistry. Like, I feel like Athena was the best thing to happen to Apollo's character. Brucey just did not play off him well.
Am I doing a decent job with the Florent?
1000%. I hate Florent. You're doing his voice perfectly. The only nonsense here in this court is you and your assertions.
Such anger is terrible for the skin, you know. Beauty is like a flower that blooms forth from a serene heart.
Excuse me?
I wouldn't expect a wilted peasant like you to understand. Perhaps this fragrance will help the blossom within you bloom. Oh, you just like that, didn't you?
I did not.
Enough jabbering about blossoms and bullshit. Get on with your testimony before I slice you into a bouquet of cut flowers.
Oh dear. Don't threaten me with a good time. As I was saying, the assertion of our wilted attorney here is utter nonsense.
you'd be arrested, wouldn't you?
Yes, it's true. I would be sacrificed upon the altar of justice despite my innocence. But what a terrible loss that would be for the future of humankind's cosmetic needs. It's a tragedy that must be averted. Defend me if you understand this. The only terrible loss is the time wasted by your ceaseless yammering. If you would avert the tragedy awaiting you in that vexing visage of yours, then... Yes, I know. Get on with my testimony. Anyhow, suffice to say, should the mayor admit the defense's didn't sense, then I will make good on my threat and, well, fuck you all over, basically.
And just how did you learn of this so-called truth behind Temataro?
The Alderman Cuba told me all about it. The secret of the Forbidden Chamber and the truth behind Temataro.
Why would he share secrets like that with you, Mr. LaBelle?
Oh, my la-di-da. Because after the Alderman's wife, I was looking after her while she was hospitalized.
Suppose you were the only person the alderman could talk to that wouldn't be making moves on his wife, so...
Yes, absolutely. He appreciated it so much, he shared the secrets with me.
Wait, did he threaten the alderman in addition to the mayor? Don't tell me that's how he learned to open the Forbidden Chamber.
Needless to say, I'm not above revealing the truth behind Temataro.
Do not gaze upon Temataro. Do not tell others if you see him. Isn't that what the village superstitions say?
Exactly. Telling others what Temataro looks like would reveal the truth. That's why the superstitions were written down in the first place.
And Ruin coming to the village if you free him? Is that a warning not to expose the truth?
Bingo! And the truth is, Temataro is a great, greed-inspiring fortune. That's what the whole battle over Ninetails Vale is about.
Temataro is a great fortune? Come to think of it.
Only that is the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. A grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there.
Just realized he's color-coded as a Kabuki villain. Yo.
Correct.
Could Temataro actually be telling the villagers that Temataro is a terrifying yokai is what has scared them away from the Forbidden Chamber and the treasure within? That's how the treasure has been kept secret all this time.
Well. Oh, it seems our ace attorney has uncovered the truth that must not be revealed.
Here, Tenma looks like he wants to keep the truth hidden as much as I do.
Tragedy is doomed to repeat itself as long as Temataro exists. That's why the secret must be protected.
As long as Temataro exists, huh? Mr. LaBelle, please add that statement to your testimony.
Objection!
Mr. LaBelle, what if Temataro no longer existed? Revealing the truth would no longer be an issue, would it?
If Temataro no longer existed... What on earth are you talking about?
Oh, apparently you haven't heard. No, I'm not gonna press it. Temataro no longer exists, but I guess you didn't get to do a thorough search after the key was taken from you. Because when we searched the Forbidden Chamber, there wasn't any treasure there.
Really? Maybe you weren't looking in the right place.
Sorry, but I have proof that Temataro no longer exists. Take a look at this figure.
What do we have here? Oh, it looks like some sort of a creature.
We found this in the Forbidden Chamber. It's an Azuki Kozo figure. The great thief Azuki Kozo used to leave them at the scene of his crimes.
Are you suggesting that Tenmataro has been stolen?
Yep. Phineas Filch's grandfather, a master thief, was the culprit.
And by that hideous, moronic caretaker's grandfather, no less. No! My beautiful golden Tenmataros!
The greed inspired by Tenmataro can no longer bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale. Isn't that right, Mayor Tenma?
The root of tragedy would indeed seem to be gone.
In fact, I now recall the alderman revealing the secret to me on the day of our meeting.
It's so hard to tell if he's still bird or not. He must have been speaking of Tenmataro, for he said to me the gold ingot was gone.
The gold ingot? You mean the treasure that is Tenmataro's true form?
Recall, if you will, the scroll in the Forbidden Chamber. Tenmataro is the yellowish object shown there. A giant gold ingot that in my nomadic ancestors bestowed upon the Ninetales Vale. In return for that gold, my ancestors did receive from Ninetales Vale land that would become Tenma Town. But drive the villagers mad with greed did that fortune. Bitter was their greed-fueled battle. It was as if they were possessed. My ancestors' gold became as a curse upon their village, a curse of ruin. Thus it was that the yokai Tenmataro came to be.
So, Tenmataro and the village superstitions were merely fairy tales to scare people away.
Fairy tale or not, Tenmataro made quite the mess of things. Yes, indeed, for there is no greater monster than a mortal man's lust for gold.
Well, you know what they say. Love of money is the root of all evil.
My ancestors did bring a terrible thing here to Ninetales Vale. A thing so terrible that Tenmataro, a monster just as terrible, had to be created to keep it a secret. Yet we have naught but love for the little village to which we owe our very existence. Tenma Town would never seek to take over Ninetales Vale in a merger.
Oh my. Well, that was quite a shocking lesson in history.
Mr. Mayor, now that we know Tenmataro no longer exists, are you ready to admit your secret? You are the amazing Ninetales, aren't you?
No, don't do it! Please, no! Be gone, you demented demon.
Now, where was I? The Golden Lord of Yokai, the amazing Ninetales is indeed me. Ah!
And that means Jinxie.
Yes?
The man wearing the mayor's clothes who you saw collapsed in the Fox Chamber. Was he wearing the amazing Ninetales' mask?
Uh-huh. That's what made me think it was Papa. He said he was going to reveal his secret identity to Alderman QB that day, so it really wasn't Papa I saw there, was it?
It was Florent's idea from the start. He advised me to reveal my secret identity to the alderman.
Yeesh, Rube Goldberg machines have less elaborate setups than LaBelle's scheme.
You may rest easy now, little Jinxie. That monster's deception is through.
The true facts behind this case have finally come to light. Mayor Tenma did not kill Alderman QB, but Florent LaBelle did.
How dare you, peasant!
There's no way you have more ammo. There's no fucking way.
Justice Dono. You should at least have a real blade in your hands if you desire to cross swords with me. Or have you mistaken this battlefield for a training ground?
What's this guy want now?
Evidence is like a razor-sharp blade that cuts through bone as though it were butter. But you have only blind guesses. A dull blade incapable of cutting even a cake.
He has you there, Justice. After all, evidence is everything in a court of law.
But
They're right! Let's see some evidence!
Of course, a perfect being like me wouldn't leave any incriminating evidence behind except hand sanitizer, mascara, and other sorts of silliness.
This is the final battle. Justice's samurai must live and die by the sword. You will live or die by the evidence you hold. My swift blade of judgment awaits. Now, present your conclusive evidence. Or don't you have any?
Oh, crud. Do I have anything conclusive? Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. You do? Of course! It's just the conclusive evidence we need to. I'm gonna finally prove Mayor Tenma innocent. Here comes justice! Let's review the facts. The most damning evidence against the mayor was the crime scene itself. The mayor and the victim were the only two people found in the room. Also, we all thought the alderman was killed because he was the Amazing Ninetales. But as we know now, of course, we were way off. The Amazing Ninetales is really Mayor Damien Tenma. That's why when his daughter Jinxie saw the Amazing Ninetales collapse at the scene, she mistook him for her father. Those are the facts as we have revealed. However, Mr. LaBelle asserts that he did not leave any evidence at the scene of the crime. But he didn't say anything about evidence outside the crime scene. Maybe he isn't as clever as he thinks he is. Does any of the evidence found outside the crime scene provide any clues? Oh, I know. The Amazing Ninetales' mask. It was found washed up along the river. What sort of clue does that mask hold? What about the hair left in the mask? The white hair is LaBelle's. Now that's what I call conclusive evidence.
Sorry, I was getting something in my throat.
Oh, you missed the whole logic train sequence. It's a really cool new feature of the game.
I was listening. I was just turned around.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm guessing we're going to tie the white hair back to the fact that Florent dyes his hair every 5 seconds, yes?
Uh-huh.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you have any conclusive evidence to present to this court?
Of course I do. Observe this mask, if you will.
On the mask? How is that conclusive evidence?
It's not the mask itself, but the white hair inside it. We originally thought it belonged to Alderman Rex QB.
Yes, but the Amazing Ninetales, as we know now, is Mayor Tenma, so...
That is correct. So the question is, whose hair could this be? And the answer to that is the last person to have worn it before it was discarded. That would be you, Mr. Florent LaBelle.
Oh, what are you talking about? I never had hideous white hair like that! It would appear your coup de grace failed to hit its mark. This freakish fop is not the white hair type. Because he's busy being one ludicrously garish color or another.
No, Prosecutor Blackwell. It's you who has made a fatal error.
What?
Remember where this mask was found? It washed up by the side of the river. With that in mind, this last piece of evidence will solve all of the remaining riddles. Hair color that washes out with water.
Take that!
Oh! That's... What is that?
This is Mr. LaBelle's own private brand of hair color. Washes out with just water. The court will also recall that the amazing Ninetales' mask washed up along the side of the village river with white hair inside it.
Ugh! What's this? Are you saying that preening peacock's hair color is...
That's exactly what I'm saying. Mr. LaBelle's hair color is a freaky work of fiction. But thanks to the river flowing through Ninetales Vale, we now have a real-life expose. The white hair in this mask is conclusive evidence proving you're the real killer. A DNA test is all we need to prove it, and we both know we'll get a match. Admit it! Florent LaBelle, you were the one who killed Alderman Rex Cubey!
You! Peasant! How dare you! Oh! You profane my beauty! I'm going to exterminate you! Ah! No! My makeup! Hello, this is LaBelle. What? Project is off? This is LaBelle? The sponsors have pulled out? LaBelle speaking. I'm fired? You mean I'm no longer may attend Miss Aid? Hello, this is LaBelle. What? There's a stratospheric damage claim against me. $100 billion. I'm finished! Wash up! Stick a fork in me, I'm done! This is preposterous. I, Simon Blackquill, defeated... Order! Order in the court!
I think that was the first satisfying, case Apollo has ever had.
Well, this is quite the unexpected outcome. I must hand it to you, Mr. Justice. You really turned this case on its head, just like that other lawyer, Phoenix Wright.
Wait, that was a compliment, right? Also, it's not like I didn't do that 4 times before.
Prosecutor Blackwell, what have you done with Florent LaBelle?
The defaced man has withered like a flower without water. One of the officers is currently tending to him with a sprinkler.
Wouldn't that just wash even more of his makeup off?
Allow me to explain the actions of the guilty party in detail. The motive, of course, was to steal the gold ingot known as Tenmataro. However, few are allowed into the manor due to its cultural ties to Ninetales Vale. LaBelle set in motion plans to gain access to the manor and the gold within via the merger. But the efforts of the amazing Ninetales saw those plans come to a halt. And thus, LaBelle murdered the alderman and attempted to pin the blame on Mayor Tenma.
I see. But what I still can't comprehend is why would he go after the gold in the first place? Mr. LaBelle doesn't look like someone who's in need of financial aid.
LaBelle hid his past well, much like he hid his beauty with makeup. He's mired in debt. Debt due to pouring money into a brand only he could love. Which is why he sought the gold with such voracity.
Too bad for him, someone else had gotten to it first anyway.
I see. Very well then. I believe it's time I declared a verdict. This court finds the defendant Damien Tenma.
Yeah, we did it! He's still keeping up that act.
Court is adjourned. I'm really glad that we were able to get through that one.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Oh, you still have a little bit of voice acting left.
great. Well, that was some seriously good luring, Apollo. Even I didn't see that coming.
Just got lucky, I guess.
You banished Enmataro from Ninetales Vale like you were some kind of exorcist.
There's still one thing I don't understand. How come Mr. LaBelle didn't kill Mayor Tenma too? He could have set it up so the mayor murdered the alderman, then died from a counterattack. That would have removed at least one possible fly from the ointment.
I was wondering about that too. But I have a hunch LaBelle was biding his time. He was planning on exposing the amazing Ninetales' true identity himself.
Huh? But why?
Because the mayor was the amazing Ninetales. Had LaBelle succeeded in framing Mayor Tenma for the alderman's murder, the wrestler's popularity would have plummeted once his identity was revealed.
Oh, I get it. If the amazing Ninetales was just killed, he'd die a hero. But if he was proved a villain, his fans would abandon him, making the merger that much easier.
Right. Then when the merger was complete and everything cooled down, he'd be able to search the Forbidden Chamber at his leisure.
What an insanely intricate plot.
The most excellent job clearing my name. A feat worthy of the Demon Lord's approval.
Are you acting like Tenmataro again?
Let this be of no concern to you.
How could it not concern me? Tenmataro, be gone!
Ah! Oh, Jinxie. Seems like ages since I've laid eyes on you.
Papa, you're finally back.
Yes, it would seem Tenmataro is no match for you.
I'm not scared of that silly yokai anymore.
Your father's a free man now, Jinxie.
Isn't that great? Thank you for all you've done. Seeing you guys in action, it, made me feel like I don't have to be afraid anymore.
Hey, does Jinxie actually smiling?
This is all thanks to you two. Too bad the amazing Ninetales will have to retire, though.
Aw, how come?
Once everyone hears I'm the amazing Ninetales, my fan base will nosedive. After all, I'm not the most popular of people, any reason for my secret identity. I don't see how I could possibly continue with it.
I think you've misjudged yourself. Take a look outside.
Say, now that you mention it, what is all that noise out there?
A big crowd gathered outside the courthouse once the news broke. It seems they want to get a glimpse of Mayor Damien Tenma, the man behind the mask, and to root for your return to the wrestling ring.
Rooting? For me, but I thought I was nothing more than a malefactor in their eyes.
The only one who really matters is Jinxie. Show her how cool you really are. Yeah, you're the coolest when you're out there fighting in the ring, huh?
Jinxie.
Here. I think you'll be needing this.
Take that!
Thank you. Now, if you would excuse me.
Hmm?
I don't want to keep my fans waiting.
Get ready for this.
Oh, nice!
Nine-Tailsville forever!
Oh, that's cool.
I sure hope they can settle the problems between Tenma Town and Ninetailsvale. Me too.
At least I gave him the right voice depth.
You did.
I'm sure they'll be fine after all. The blackmailer slash killer is behind bars and the merger is no longer an issue. And if you remember, given this is Neo Japanifornia, the fact that he's been incarcerated means he is 100% getting the death penalty. So that's one more gay out of the way. Plus, the Amazing Ninetales is obviously still a hit, and I suspect Ninetales will be too.
And it's all because we believed in our client, just like you said. Okay, people! Now that we've got that one in the bag, let's go get something to eat. I'm starving. Sounds good. I've been so nervous I haven't eaten since yesterday. Yeah, better keep eating, Apollo. Or you might have to start looking up at me. Huh? I'm definitely past my growth phase, and you should be about past yours too. Are you kidding me? I'm just getting started. Ready or not, it's face stuffing time. You keep eating like that, and the only direction you'll grow is sideways. Very funny. But I've got a hollow leg. I can eat as much as I want without gaining an ounce. Really? Alright, I can't wait to see this. Calories? Ha, just let him try to stick on me.
Women. Alright, already, you two. Let's get going before the old man closes shop. Eldun's Noodles isn't an all-night stand, you know.
Yeah, they still go to Eldun's.
Besides, I gotta deal with that wacky accent of his.
I'm with Mr. Right. Let's go. Oh, I've been waiting to have a bowl from there ever since Ray told me about them. Well, what are we waiting for?
She has a piss leg too. Right? Do you just remember literally every bit we ever do? That's amazing.
I forgot about Godot's piss leg. Oh my god.
It didn't get turned into a fucking short, so I don't remember how the fuck
Holy fuck. I might have to rewatch our original trilogy playthrough. We also gotta play the first one at some point.
Noodles are on me today, so I expect some serious eating from you two.
Yay! Thanks, boss! I won't let you down! Athena has no idea what she's getting into. Mr. Eldun's noodles are so hot and salty. Ugh. 2 bowls would kill a man.
Yes.
That-
Shoyu ramen.
That was our first case together. It felt like nothing could bring us down after that.
And something brought us down after that.
The dark age of the law seems so distant, so irrelevant to our small, cozy office. You said it. Take a sip. But little did I know that it had been lurking all along, right there behind us. The first time it made itself known was during the murder at Themis Legal Academy. That case would mark the twilight before the dark, cold night that was to come.
How many trials are in this game?
6, including the DLC case, which we will be doing.
So this is 2.
Yup. And you know what? There's the DLC. Yeah, so this game and the 6th game each had one DLC case. I never played the DLC case that was in the 6th game, but I did play this one. So when we get to game number 6, there's going to be a case in there that I have not played and will be playing blind on stream. So, but as a little teaser for this.
So question. So, just save so we can move on. I don't want to be spoiled.
Okay. So you had a question though?
Mm-hmm. Where did it get ridiculous?
The next case. The next case is one of my least favorite cases in the entire series.
Oh! I just saw something on episode 5.
What? Oh yeah, you sure did. God damn it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's the answer to your question. He comes back. Yes, he comes back. Damn it.
Yeah, baby! Love it. I love me some Miles.
Ah, man.
My fucking throat hurts so much, dude.
I know. Say, good thing we are at the fucking end of the stream.
You mean the stream that you thought you were going to wrap up an hour early?
Well, I couldn't remember how long the trial was. Sometimes with the second case in these games, they make the trial segment shorter. So, also, yeah, Athena's theme is so good.
Yeah, some of it seemed like if it was bait, Dandy.
What?
Oh no.
What do you mean bait?
I kind of think I agree with you about the writing of this game now.
How so? Like, I forget exactly how I worded stuff, so I'm curious what you mean.
Okay. Do you know how to construct one of these stories?
I've never dove into, like, exactly how to construct a mystery story, but...
You start backwards. You start with the ending, and then you write your way out.
Okay.
Or that's how you should do it. Because if you don't write your way out of the conclusion, then you wind up with plot holes, inconsistencies.
Yeah.
Basically, you wind up with a bunch of fucking Iraqi-isms going on because Iraqi doesn't write his stories backwards.
You wind up with Apollo's game.
So, in this case, it feels less like, I mean, you can see structurally how this case was written backwards.
Yeah, like they definitely knew what they were doing with the case of that one. I feel like that is one of the better cases. It got a little silly at the end of the first trial segment because you're just like, come on, he's not a yokai. Ugh, what are we doing here? But after you get past that, like it's solid from then on.
They didn't need to do the him be acting like a yokai thing. It was completely pointless and served nothing more than to act as a red herring arbitrarily.
Yeah.
That was my only grievance.
Yeah.
It was a red herring to shift away from the fact that he was actually Tenmataro.
Or actually the Amazing Nine Tails.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that was the main but
yeah. Aside from that, I do feel like that was one of the better ones. Like, I feel like they got back on the horse that they fell off of with Apollo's game in terms of the writing. Because, like, as many people have pointed out, there's a lot of plot holes in Apollo's game, particularly in the final case where you're time traveling. There's so many plot holes in that people have documented extensively.
But my big gripe is, you've played the third one. The third episode coming up.
Yes.
Think. Close your eyes for a second. Think about the ending.
I'm trying to remember this case. This is one that I kind of blocked from my memory.
Okay. If during the course of the week you think about it, see if you can look at it from the stance of a writer and go,
did they write this ending and then build the bricks of this story up to the murder? Or did they make the murder and then hodgepodge their way to an ending?
So here's the thing. I feel like this game, they definitely wrote backwards for a lot of these cases. I do feel like they genuinely were thinking about that. The disappointing thing, and this is going to be after we complete case 5, which I'm going to play as the final case. The way I'm going to be doing this is going to be, we're going to be doing cases
you're gonna
1,
do
2, 3,
1, 2, 3,
and then the DLC, and then 4, 5.
4, 5. I was thinking that's how you were gonna do it. Yeah.
Yes. So that's
So that you have,
because
so
that's
that you have a
chronological.
proper. Well, and also rising action, falling action.
Yeah. So the thing about the final case of this game, or I'll call it case 5, is they try to conclude something that I could see that they had threads setting up in the previous game. But it's very obvious that they completely dropped that entire story bit after they put out game number 6. I can tell that they have just completely abandoned that plot thread and are just acting like it never happened. Kind of like how Pokemon did with the GS ball.
Ugh.
And when I point it out, everyone is going to be frustrated by it. But I will wait until we finish the case to present my theory. So, but giving this game another shot, I gotta say, it's not as bad as I remember it. It's just one case that soured my perspective of this game, and I just was being bitchy about it. But it's not as bad as Apollo's game. I am going to say that outright. We had such a miserable time with that game. Like, we made it entertaining. We had fun in our own way, but that was a miserable game. Who do you want to raid tonight, by the way?
Oh man. A menthol cough drop.
Mood.
See, the thing is, some of the guys that I stream, that I raid in the mornings are also on right now.
Jesus.
Pick a number 1 through 5.
You know what? Let's do 3 since the next case is 3.
All right, we are rating Beta Ada Delota.
Perfect. I already have them in my list here, so... Oh, he's doing Slay the Spire too. That's actually one. That's another game that I am planning to play on stream eventually.
All right, see you big boys on Saturday.
Yep. See you guys Saturday.
That's going to be a morning where Ice Wolf gets to act like a cool guy in the morning and then get his hose stuffed at night because I have to play Fuckface McGee in the Retard 3.
Baby steps in the evening. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. Thank you to all our subs, all our followers, everyone who cheers, and everyone who is just randomly tuning in. We love you all. And, yeah, give Beta our love, and we'll see you soon.
And as always, don't forget, drive safely.